Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we get. That's a decent 15-minute bottom wick. Just what we want to see. Break even is going to be about here. Entry is going to be about here. All right, there we go. We're in that trade. Let's see. I've gone with 15-minute. I've gone with 15-minute stop loss. Because of the bottom wick that's been formed here on the current 15. If this current 15 didn't really make too much of a bottom wick, I would have gone with the hourly. But let's see. Did I get slipped there? I got slipped, didn't I? Wait. Yeah, bro, I got slipped heavy. I just realized that. Yeah, that's crazy. I got slipped. I got slipped like 9 pips there. That's fucked. Why does it do this every now and then? Wait. Fuck, my VPS ran out. Damn it. My VPS ran out. I just got a 1-month subscription to see how it works. And I just realized that it's gone out. That's dog shit, bro. 65 USD for a 6-month. I'm gonna have to do that. Bro, that's fucked up, man. Yeah, that kind of fucked us, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to purchase this VPS again real quick. I didn't realize that ran out. Splurge. I'll go. Let me do this 4. Wait, what? What is that? Yeah, I see that, buddy. Get ready to move stops if we get a push here. It's whack though because we got slipped so much. There we go. Stops to kind of break even, but because we got slipped, it's gonna be a small loss. Like it is what it is, man. If we do get hit at break even, it's gonna be a loss because of the slippage. But if you move hard stops, like move to entry, you would get out of break even right now, or you leave it where it is, where I've put it, which would be around about here. This is the part that sucks, man, about slippage. Not much you can do about it, unfortunately. Well, there is. Not get slipped. But I've purchased the VPS again. So, yeah. You see, I kind of just want to get out here so we don't have a loss, but whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Let's just see what happens here. It'll be like it'll be a 12 pip loss, which is what we got slipped, unfortunately, if we do get stopped to break even. Unless it hits take profit. It is what it is. It is what it is, boys. If we get a push up here, I might just start moving it to fully break even. Or just close it. Yeah, I'm just going to move to full break even there. Move to full break even, unfortunately. Even though it shouldn't be break evens. If we do get stopped out here, it is what it is. So I'm actually going to be getting out of break even like here somewhere, right? Instead of down here. Yeah, fuck it. I'm closing the trading profit right there. GG. GG. I'll take it. I'll take it. Should have been should have been about 12 pips more than we got from that. But we got slipped. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take it. What do we get from that? 20, 23 pips. Should have been 36 pips. 35. Yeah, about 35, 36 pips we should have got from that. And I still would, this still would have been an open trade. My take profit would have been in this area right here. I would have left this open at break even, and my break even should have been around this area right here. But because we got slipped, break even had to be all the way up here. And so, you know, I'd rather just take the profit here, man. Like, I've bought the VPS again, so the VPS is live. It seemed to be happening with the slippage, so, but whatever, I'll take it. Fuck it. I'll take it. Which indicator? Well, did you say I can't use the prices stop loss section because prices and candles on? Yeah, Viv, it's, you would just go based on the candles, right? Like, let me pull up GC real quick on this then. Let me just symbol no. I know it's a little bit delayed, so you're not gonna have the exact same candles. I don't think it's delayed for me. Yeah, but where is this? Down here. You just use the candles, bro. Just use the candles. So for example, right, if on Oanda over here you have, let's say for example we have a sell right here, okay, on Oanda, and of course the prices and stop loss etc is going to be different on futures, right? But you would just use this exact same candle right here on gold futures, and you would just use the candle, right? So you would put your stop loss above that previous 15-minute candle high. Your entry would go based on that same candle because it closes pretty much the exact same candle right here, this one and this one. And you just do it based on that. You don't need the prices. You don't need the exact prices. You just need the exact candles. You know what I mean? It's all the same. But it will be implemented on, like, you will be able to use it on any broker or market eventually. But yeah, GG, that was the trade, man. 15-minute IBO and signal. I would still be in this trade right now. Would still be in this trade at break even. But we had to get out due to being slipped 12 pips, man. Wait, no, not 12, like 9 pips. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I got slipped. My actual entry from, yeah, it's crazy. This slippage keeps fucking with me, man. It's, to be fair, we didn't have slippage when we was using the VPS. So that's probably just the fact that the VPS ran out and I didn't realize. And that kind of fucked us today, but at least we made some profit. At least we made some profit, man. But yeah, there we go. That's it. Today's trade done. A little bit annoying. This could just continue here. Would still be in this trade. But it is what it is, man. You have to take what you get and adapt. You can't get too mad about it. Can't let it mess you up too much. we made some profit. Do you understand what I'm saying though, Viv, about the executions? Mr. Viv, hello, Mr. Viv, Mr. Viv, are you there? Bro has disappeared. Viv, talk to me, Viv. Are you there? I want to help you with this real quick. Let's come for a coffee. Would we have been out of that trade with the slipped break even? No, I don't think we would. We would have just survived that. And price is pushing again now. Nice bottom wick formed. Yo, Viv, are you there? Viv, Mr. Viv, Vivian. Viv, 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 Viv. Can you hear me? Bro has gone. Trying to help the brother out with the Coops, man. That's where you got to follow the plan, brother. I didn't close no trade. We wait for closures and then we manage risk based on that. But at that moment in time, there was no bearish closures. There was no break of structures. Yeah, we got slipped a fair bit, which is annoying, but you just got to try and let it play out a little bit longer to see what happens. Because there was no signs at that point that, you know, it couldn't continue bullish. We could still get a decent move out of that at least. I mean, that's fair enough. If you want to, I mean, you're doing something right at the moment, obviously, because you're doing well with trading, right? So if that's what you want to do, if you want to manage the trade aggressively and move stops to break even quick, then that's what you do. But that you have to then accept the fact that when you do that and you get stopped out of break even and price flies in your direction, that you can't be mad at that, you know, because it's part of your plan, it's part of your approach. It does suck though, man. I get it, but that's why I just let it run a little bit. I mean, me personally, right? Since I've been doing the copy trader and the live trading, I've also been over managing the trades way too much, like moving stops to break even a lot quicker than I usually would, just because there's been a lot of eyes on me, and you know you're under a little bit of pressure, so you don't want to take a loss because people are watching and stuff. Whereas usually most of the time I would let most of the trades that I've been in over the last couple of months play out, and most of them would take profit, right? Whereas recently I've been moving stops to break even a lot quicker. They've been getting tapped out of break even. and then prices continued. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there was no real sign for me that I need to get out of this trade at break even, right? We did get slipped a fair bit, but that for me, that wasn't a sign that price couldn't continue pushing. This wick down right here that we survived, this was the point where you probably should be like, damn, like if this 15-minute candle closes here in a minute, like bearish, pushing down. Like I thought this candle was just going to come straight down and stop us out, but it reflipped back bullish, which is beautiful. So at that point, after you've come all the way down here and made this really steep bottom wick, this is your hourly bottom wick. Once you flip bullish and start re-breaking the highs, you should just keep pushing, which is why I held it a little bit longer. Oh, the slippage, yeah. I mean, yeah. What you could have done is kind of moved to break even, like what I did, where it would have been our original break even around this area right here. And then if you would have taken a loss, you would have taken a very small loss. But you still would have give it a chance to play out and move stops to break even. Where if you got out where you did at break even, like price can still come all the way down, like back down into here, create a steeper bottom wick, and then continue still. It is, yeah, it's a bit tricky. And again, this is this is all part of being a trader, like in any business, in any job, things are gonna happen which you didn't prepare for. Yeah, we prepared for an IBO, we prepared for the 15-minute signal, we prepared for the stop loss with stops being below the previous 15-minute low, things like this. That shit we can all prepare for, right? But things happen in life which obviously you can't prepare for, like the fact that we just got slipped. And what makes or breaks you in that moment is the decisions you make when when these things are happening, when these unpredicted things are happening. If you can remain on your toes and remain like focused on what's actually in front of you rather than just letting the emotion of it get to you, like the fact that we got slipped. And that's kind of, I mean, it happened to me, right? You guys remember when I got slipped a while ago, a few weeks back? That fucked with me for weeks, man. Like that fucked with my head for weeks. I let it get, I got way too emotional about it. But this time I was more experienced, and you can't let it get to you too many times. You have to just take it for what it is, but just then focus on the actual price action, right? Like, yeah, I just got slipped, but we do have a 1 hour, 15-minute, 30-minute IBO. We do have a 15-minute buy signal. We're creating bullish structure. We got previous 4 hour, we got previous weekly bullish. There's a lot of things in my favor at the moment. So let me just remain calm and just see how these candles play out for the next 5-10 minutes. And then I'll make a decision rather than, being too emotional in that moment and making an irrational decision based on just emotion. 3 wins today is crazy though, bro. 3 wins today, you shouldn't even be trading anymore, my man. You're done. Yo, Viv, are you there, my brother? Bro's in the stream, but just AFK, man. What could he possibly be doing? Counting his profit? That was a decent trade though, man. But like I said, if we may, I think, yeah, we would have survived the break even, the updated break even, right, with where we got slipped to. So it would have been around here somewhere. We would have survived this bottom wick and price would still be pushing, would still be in this trade. Would definitely still be in this trade if we got the perfect entry, right? The right entry that we should have got around about here. Price would be pushing at this point. What would we be about? we would have seen about 47 pips profit. It's not bad. Damn slippage though, always fucking pulling me back, stopping me from being great. You see what I'm saying though? There's always going to be something that's just going to be thrown in your path, man. Like we had a good week last week, 2 winning trades. You know, this week again would have been a beautiful entry, beautiful winning trade. But it's like, nah, another fork in the road, bit of slippage here and there. Boom, let's pull him back in a little bit. You know what I mean? Humble this guy. So now, obviously, I took a win, but it was a much smaller win than I wanted to take, to be honest. I was looking at a little 2% right here. I don't even think it was 1% in the end. You wish something else had good slippage? Why? You need a. I hope you're not going in dry, man. Damn, that shit's rough. I'm gonna end this video.